Hello, I'm Elizabeth Kelly, Acting COO of Mennonite Home Communities of Ohio. On March 18th of this year, we created a video to share information about the impending emergence of pandemic COVID-19. Days before, MHCO had closed the doors to visitors and we didn't know what was to come. 3 months later, we have experienced a great deal of heartache and pain as we've lived through the outbreak of COVID at Mennonite Memorial Home and more recently at Maple Crest. We've experienced relief that Willow Ridge, Hilty Home, Mennonite Home Health, and the Hilty Daycare have been spared. Our commitment was to keep you as informed as possible and to share as much about the emerging decisions as possible. We've endeavored to keep this promise. According to our records, we have provided over 77 communications with residents, families, staff, and/or the public. These have come through our One Call Now system, written information, conference calls, website, and social media postings, as well as public press releases and newspaper articles. There have also been an uncounted number of personal communications with individual residents and families. For some, it has not been enough, and for others, an overwhelming amount of information. In March, we had no idea how long the restrictions might last and the impact COVID would have on our organization and communities, nor could we envision the route that this journey would take. I pledged to maintain unwavering support and care for each person entrusted to us and to support the well-being of the staff that serve our organization. I asked your prayers for one another, for the dedicated members of our staff and the broader networks that support us, for wise discernment and deep compassion in the days ahead. During these months, we have felt your prayers and the support of many organizations and people in tangible and intangible ways. These gifts of love and compassion have sustained us through the darkest period of our 65-year history. These prayers and the outpouring of support allowed us to give an unbroken continuum of care to every resident. No one was abandoned or left without compassionate care of familiar and skilled caregivers. We followed and continue to follow the recommendations and mandates of the Ohio Department of Health, Governor DeWine in Ohio, and national organizations such as the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention and the Center for Medicare and Medicaid Services. We weigh every decision carefully in light of our mission and commitment to serve elders in our residential facilities and beyond. In the weeks and months ahead, we will follow ODH recommendations for visitation and responsible reopening, as these allowances are made to us. At this time, there are limited allowances for assisted living facilities. No allowances have been provided for skilled nursing facilities. And as a reminder, all congregate care facilities follow an intentional lag behind community and public allowances in order to prevent new spread of COVID-19. All MHCO facilities are permitted to arrange compassionate visits for residents at end of life. We do not know how these processes will be for residents, families, and volunteers when we are finally able to open the doors. We do know that we are as eager as you are to reunite families and friends. Residents, families, volunteers, and staff will be informed of reopening processes as these emerge on each campus. As we have already experienced, plans may be modified as the conditions change. Overall, policies will be the same throughout the organization as we follow ODH guidelines. However, the processes may seem different depending on the levels of care on each campus. Please stay alert for more communications as these processes unfold. Today, I leave you with this prayer. Eternal God, we have felt your presence in the valley of the shadow of death. You sustained us during dark and difficult times through your never-failing support and the loving care we have experienced on all sides. Open our eyes to behold your handiwork in our lives, at MHCO, and in the world. Give us strength and courage to remain agents of healing and hope through our mission and the care we give. Be with us now and in all the days to come. Amen. May the peace of God be with us all. Thank you.